Hey, what's going on, y'all? You already know what it is. I'm your boy ys.young Spazz. That's right, the voice of the indie artist. Let everybody know who's hot, who's not, from the East Coast to the West Coast, down south, back up north, touching down all over New England, all over Atlanta. Stop. Listen, you know what to do. Follow me, your boy ys.young Spazz, at all my social media. It's Charge Up Top 10, #1 independent music video countdown in the world. All right, we got a special interview in the building, shutting it down. We ain't saying no names because you know how we do here on Charge Up Top 10. Let's get into that interview right now. We back. You already know what it is. It's your boy ys.young Spazz. That's right, the voice of the indie artist. Listen, we got the best of the best entrepreneur, TV personality, a sister amongst sisters, a sister amongst brothers, putting in the work for artists, entrepreneurs, business opportunities. We talking Remi TV in the building. Listen, my sister, we so happy to catch you. We know you busy, you running around, you doing your show, you doing a lot. All right, you putting in the work, you laying down the grounds for a lot of upcoming people in general, entrepreneurs out there. So here on Charged Up, you know what I mean? We want to know, where did things start from for Remi? Where did it start from you as a child? Like what drove you to get into the mix of all this music, TV, like personality? Because the personality there, you know what I mean? We watch it, we watch it.
I appreciate it. Well, I wasn't always into TV, personality, music. I always loved music, but I didn't really expect for me to come into the business. I grew up on Hanover Street on the West End in Providence, Rhode Island. Super rough neighborhood. Went through a lot of stuff.
Word.
Yeah, I went through a lot of stuff in life and went into high school. I used to be heavily in a gang. It was terrible. I had to basically move away from that situation. To get out of that situation, and then got into high school, and it changed my whole entire life because I was around positive people, uplifting people, and just not the typical environmental situations that I was used to being in. And then when I got into college, I ended up studying to be a paralegal, so I do have my law degree.
Okay.
So my sister-in-law, she was working for a television network in New York City. And she said, Remi, you're mad funny behind the scenes. You be cracking jokes. I think you should audition, to be a personality. And I said, I don't even know if I like people. I know that I kiki, with my friends, and I can be goofy behind the scenes, but I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. So I told her I wasn't ready for a whole entire year. And I took some communication classes to get me comfortable with speaking with people. I took some classes that would help me speak in front of a crowd because I was nervous.
Yeah.
And once I did that,
you know what I mean?
I ended up auditioning and getting
the real you came out. The real you came out.
The real me came out.
The real you came out. And you know what? I like how you touched down and how I feel like growing up in a rough neighborhood and even like joining a gang, those are all journeys to find out who you are, because a lot of people think that everybody who joins in a gang is stuck with a certain mentality, and it's not even a part of like, oh, I want to be a part of. It's just your environment, and environment affects attitude, but sometimes that attitude reflects leadership, and you lead yourself out to lead others out, to encourage them to get out themselves. You know what I mean? So big up to you, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't find that encouragement to move on from situations like that, and they get caught up in what people will call it the life. You know what I'm saying? And even though like doing music and finding who you are, knowing who you are, still finding who you are, because we will, as people, we will always find something new about ourselves because due to new different situations, you know what I'm saying? So like when you were doing that and you know what I mean? Like when did you feel like you were Remi TV? Like that was you? Because like even music artists and entrepreneurs, like the best way to sell something, anything, is when you sell who you are. You know what I mean? Because you can't buy that. That shit priceless. You know what I'm saying? So like, when did you feel like, this is me?
I felt like this was me when I was around people and wasn't afraid to be me, and
Mm,
not had to be somebody else to try to fit in, and being around people that accept my full blown personality, my
mm,
downside, my good sides, and all things in between. A
yep.
lot of people feel like they get around certain amount of people and they have to act a certain way or be a certain way. And I really normalize the fact that if you can't accept me for who I am, then I really don't want to be around you. Yes,
Mm,
if I
mm.
have a flaw, if there's something that I need to grow in, I don't mind taking constructive criticism. But if I'm being goofy and I'm just being myself and I'm seeing like a little side eye or something like that, then I know I can't be around you because I'm gonna be me.
That's a big fact. So like when you like, you know what I mean, you in the mix and you doing your interviews and you talking to people and you going all over, you doing your thing because like I said, we was talking earlier and we was talking about the sneaker ball, right? Sneaker ball,
Hmm.
right? And I just see you doing all live and I get what you're saying when surrounding yourself around those people. You know what I'm saying? Like you was walking in, you were joking with people, and I'm sure that a lot of people you were joking with never even really fully met you yet. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But those are the people that they surround themselves around, and you surround yourself around likewise people who everybody can vibe with each other. There's no judgment because everybody wants to do something positive at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So like when you in the zone, like how does it feel for you? You know what I'm saying? Like how's that feeling for you? Because I know like as an old artist, you know what I mean, being on stage, even if there was like 5 people in the crowd, you know what I'm saying? It's a feeling that's just like almost undescribable. You know what I mean? So what's the feeling for you?
Well, I've been doing this now for 5 years, and I still feel like when I do my interviews, I still get nervous because I want to make sure that my questions are quality questions. I want to make sure that my questions stand out from everybody else's questions. So I really, really sit down and try to collaborate, like what would I want versus like, okay, what would this person really, really want, and put something like a mix together, because people want quality questions. People want good
Yeah,
interviews. People are tired of the
you
same
know?
questions over and over. I noticed, and people actually told me that. So, I still get a little bit nervous because I'm like, what if they think the question is trash? Or what if
Trash.
they think my media outlet is not up to par? So I still go through things like that. But if I'm in the room and I'm getting invited, then I'm beating myself up too much because they want me there.
Yep, that's a big fact. And you know what? From like watching like your videos here and there that you post and some of your interviews, like your energy and your vibe when you in the room is Remi. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
Remi. I see you, girl. I see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? A lot of you artists out there, entrepreneurs in any field, music, business wise, I mean, you have to take a lot of notes from, I mean, like Remi, a lot of artists, a lot of people who are doing these things, and even now she challenges herself. You challenge yourself, you know what I'm saying, to want to be better. You know what I mean, to want to change and do things a little different, but still be yourself along the line. You know what I mean? Because we got a lot of people who change up in the industry and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's always like the people who's doing it out of passion. It's the passion that drives
Yes.
them. You know
And
what I mean?
that's
It's different.
important.
It's real
Yeah,
different.
it's different. A lot of people do things for popularity,
Mm.
for to be a celebrity and stuff like that. But if this is not something that you truly love, you're really not going to go
You're not
far
gonna
with
get
it.
it.
Because a
Yeah.
person who has passion is not going to sleep. A person who has passion is going to work towards it every single day, invest in themselves, spend $10,000, tens and thousands of dollars to do what they got to do. A person's going to go homeless for their passions versus somebody who's just doing it for popularity and
Popularity.
fame. They're not going to really do anything. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
That's a big fact, and that's like a good mindset all the way around the board because you have a lot of even artists. When I talk to artists, and I get shocked by a lot of the ways they answer the questions, and some of them, you know what I mean, like you can tell that they just have like a short career. They're gonna have a short career
Mhm.
because where their mind frame is at is still stuck in the streets. And yeah,
Mhm.
you're representing the streets, but you have to represent it, but you have to put yourself in a different position. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
To fully explain what's going on elsewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what would you say would be like the most memorable time of you interviewing somebody that you know what I mean, that you was like, You know what I mean? Like this is a story, something kicked off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's when I interviewed Dame Dash. So
Mm.
I studied his interviews and I said, okay, this person be going off on people. He be
Uh,
snapping on people. I said, I don't want to be one of those people. So, and I know certain questions that he snapped on people about. So I said, I'm not going to ask about this and I'm not going to ask about that.
okay, yep,
And I didn't. And people kept trying to tell me, push the narrative, push it, push it, push it. I said, nah, I'm going to do it the Remi TV way.
yep,
So
yep.
I remember wrapping up the interview at his studio in Cali. And we happened to be walking by each other. Like I was going to the green room, he was going where he was going. And he stopped me and said, Remi, you did a great interview. You really did a good job. And that's when I was like, damn.
Mm.
And then when he also said to me, because I started, I was working at my college. I was making $10 an hour. I was working and stacking up my money until I got to 10,000. And that's how I started my show, Remi TV. So he knows that story. And he really was like, yo, you a boss just like me. And for him to say that was bananas because he don't
Yeah,
call people bosses. And he
yeah.
always says, if you don't put up your own money, you ain't no boss.
Boss, yeah, that's
And
a
he was like, you a boss. So
listen.
it's so memorable for me.
Listen, that's like a up here type situation. You know what I'm saying? Because Dame
Yeah.
Dash, he, and I mean a lot of artists, young artists. You guys do your history, but you know what I mean. A lot of people don't understand who Dame Dash is and what he's done for the culture. You know what I mean? Not just for the business, for the culture. Because I'm a real culture motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I understand. I was there. You know what I mean? I was there when the things were happening. Because I'm from the Bronx, lived in New York. The mixtapes, everything. You know what I mean? When I was younger, so I feel like I was there for a lot of this shit, especially in like the '90s, the early 2000s. And somebody like Dame Dash, who a lot of young people don't understand who it is, it's a big achievement because that's somebody who a compliment goes a long way. Because you know his record, you know what he's done, you know the work he's put in. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand it because you know what I mean? Time has passed and a lot of situations has happened, but he's still Dame Dash. He won out of a billion. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
And he's one of the artists that actually respect the up and coming artists. You know
yep.
what I'm saying? Like he wants you to respect the OGs, but he also respects the new people. And that's what I respect about him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that up and coming artists should also respect the people that came before them. And I think that, you know, the older artists should respect the people that's coming up because music, the sound has changed a lot. You know
A
what I'm
lot.
saying? And everybody should be supporting everybody.
That's a big fact. And you know what? And I feel as if like it's changed a bunch, like a bunch. And I feel like the pioneers have been kind of like throwing hints and kind of changing it and keeping it online. Like I've seen Timberland start making a lot of videos and saying a lot of things lately. And, you know, like a lot of his words, if it touched me, I know it touched a lot more people. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the music biz, you know what I'm saying? And people talking about the whole title thing and people not making the right amount of money and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that, back in the days, people didn't really understand certain things about that. Unless you was like somebody like Dame Dash and you was learning from somebody like, you know what I mean, amongst those. And nowadays it's changed a lot. And it's good that it's changed for the business wise and people understand it a little bit better. But with that being said, there's not a lot of passion put into the music when they understand the business and how to just get money from the songs. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. They all right. So the music business is literally a business. You have to learn the business in order for you to be successful because there's a lot of steps that goes into it. Even artist development. A lot of people don't have artist development. So they're doing interviews and they're just talking crazy. So they don't have media training. It's so much stuff that goes on. They're rapping to a freak to their voice on the track. It's like so many things that needs to be focused on in order for an artist to be successful.
That's a big fact. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like with that is like especially artist development, like because like you said, a lot of people don't know what to say. I've interviewed people that said the most craziest shit, you know, like the craziest, and I'm like, yo, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, like slow down a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you could tell that they just opening up, and it's a right to open up. But you got to watch what you say. You know what I mean? We still in the eye of the public here. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because you know, even when it comes to public relations, that's part. Then you got to have your PR do crisis management when you say crazy
Crazy
things and you
things.
gotta get it fixed. But a lot of these up and coming artists, they can't afford a publicist. So when you say something crazy, you're on your own. You
You're on
have
your
to
own.
relax and watch what you say.
Yep, yep. So like on like a flip side, you know what I mean? Being a hip hop entrepreneur, you know what I mean? Because you're still in like not like artist, but you're in the hip hop world, Phil. So like, what would you say that like about what's missing right now
In the hip hop world,
in the hip hop world, in the music world?
in the music world, let me think about that. That's actually a great question. Um, I would say more support from the labels. I feel like I see a lot of people coming out with maybe one or two things and then they're getting dropped. I feel like maybe the label should try to give them a second chance and say, okay, maybe these are the things that you need in order for you to even be prepared for a second album before you get dropped. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah,
lot of people just drop people.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
if they're independent, nothing wrong with being independent. I think independent's dope. People get all their money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And now these days, TikTok is booming. People are
yeah.
getting famous from
Famous
TikTok. So
TikTok. I mean, yeah, and
yeah,
there's a lot of good artists out there who haven't gone to labels yet because they're scared of that getting
yeah,
dropped. Because when you get dropped, I feel as if especially like the label doesn't understand to an artist when you get dropped from a label, it's kind of like you're not good enough. So to
mm,
even get pushed to another label or even try to push yourself independent, if you don't got like, you know what I mean, like the motivation behind you,
hmm,
they're kind of ending careers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They kind of ending careers in that sense.
mm,
So I totally understand that about getting more support from the labels. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that kind of goes with artist development too, because if they had developed certain skills and things before even going to a label, they would know what they're getting themselves into. You
yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying?
save your money. If
Mm-hmm.
you're getting a deal and they gave you some money, put that money in the bank. So if you get dropped or anything like that, you could fund your own music career. You got to do your music videos. You have to have studio time. You have to have money for press.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is pay to play. So
Yeah.
don't just be out here driving cars and spending your money on Gucci belts and things. And come on,
Yeah.
save your money. You're going to need it. Trust me.
Listen up, y'all. All right, for you independent artists out there, save your money. You heard it from Remi TV. All right, girl,
Okay.
Remi let you know what it is. All right, for real.
Hmm.
So like, what would you say would be your top five? I know like from interviewing, because I interview a lot of people, and it's hard to like pick because there's so many parts of an interview that could be like picked out that it
Yeah.
could be like, damn, that's a gem. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a gem
Yeah.
right there. So like what would you say would be your top five to you that you would say was like a really good interviews?
Well, not in any order. I would say Slim from 112.
Mm,
He dropped a gem about trademarking your name. So after me and him talked about federally trademarking, locally trademarking, I went and trademarked for me TV federally. So that was a good gem. Dame Dash with just telling him to keep him. He told me to keep investing in myself. Maya, she told me to always be me. Don't let social media make me feel like I'm not good enough, that I'm not beautiful enough, because we see all these surgery bodies and everything like that. And we could
mm.
get insecure as women. It makes us maybe feel like maybe we should get a little something, something, you know?
Yep, yep, yep.
Wyclef John, I would say Wyclef because he was such a vibe. He gave me super dope advice. He was like, listen, keep going. Don't quit no matter what. Do not quit.
Uh,
And then what was my well, I feel like those are my top. Oh, Havoc of Mob
ha-
Deep. He was
uh,
so freaking dope. He was so dope. First of all, he told me that to also to be myself. He said, don't let anybody brainwash you. Don't let
big
anybody
facts.
trick you into anything. Just continue to be you.
That's
So
a
those are
big
my
fact.
top five people.
Coming to you live. Listen, man. And I know like personally, like being in interviews and stuff like that and like just talking to people because a lot of people don't understand. You put yourself on like a flat playing field with these people because they're normal people like everybody else. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And that brings me back to what you were saying about Maya. Like which like the whole internet thing, like don't feel intimidated by any of that. And that's real. Like that's real
Mm-hmm.
because nowadays the internet, like they talk about bullying. that's like one of the biggest bullying keys right there is the internet. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even intentional, but attentional bullying. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that the whole curriculum goes out with it. They want to promote girls, big booties, and all this other shit. Like, you know what I mean? You post a video of a girl with a big ass, and it'll go
It's a
crazy.
lot, and then,
It'll go crazy, and then you post a happy
yes,
one, and it's like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah.
and it's crazy. And you know what? Like me being, you know what I mean, a male. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not attracted by that. And I don't know how or who really gets too attracted by that. To watch to like watch somebody's like inner beauty show is better than watch somebody's booty shake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it motivates you.
Right, but also I can say the men that do enjoy that is maybe the men that don't really get those types of women. I can say that, you know what I mean? If you haven't had that type, of course, when you see something walking by, you're going to be like, oh. But a person who gets it all the time is going to be like, oh, yeah, that's regular. We get that all the time. There's levels to this.
There's levels to it. There's levels to this shit. Big facts, big facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I do want to give a shout out to DJ K. Slay, though. That was my mentor before he passed away.
Oh, rest in peace.
He was super dope. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout out to my mentor.
Big fact. That's a big shout out right there, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes to say, like, I mean, the music changes, but the legends are the legends. You know what I mean? And what you learn from them, and not even to know these people personally. If you do your research, I'm talking to everybody now, all right? You do your research on the people that she's naming, you see that they really are pioneers of their own level, that they started, doors that they opened, you know what I'm saying? And it really sucks because I feel like a lot of those pioneers open doors for a lot of people, and it's like someone goes in those doors and they close them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they close them. And that's not why the door is open for you to go in and close it on the next person. You know what I'm saying?
They be doing that. Yeah, they're wild out here.
Yeah,
they wild.
You know what I mean? Like, so on a personal note, right? How does it feel, like interviewing all these people, doing what you're doing, and coming from like a kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna give myself an extra year before even thinking about doing this right here, and I'm gonna work on it as I'm thinking about it. But how does it feel? Because you've come such a long way, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people, especially the independent artists out there, and even the ones on the labels, know that this is all a journey. You know what I mean? And we gonna keep going, and we gonna keep going till we can't go no more. You know what I mean? So what's it feel for you now?
I feel like right now I'm living in the moment. I think that when I was doing all those interviews, I kept saying, all right, did this person, who's next? Did this person, who's next? Because I had a goal, a mission to get to where I wanted to be and just bang those out. And I do regret not just going home and saying, wow, you know, I just sat down with this legend. I just sat down with that legend. So I'm learning to now just live in the moment and say, wow, I was in the room and I got a chance to chop it up with so-and-so, and they invited me back out to that birthday party. I am now living in the moment, and I think everybody should do that with every single win. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to post your win on social media. You can sit down with yourself and say, wow, you know, this was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And pray about it and have gratitude and thank God about it, because only God can do that.
Big fact. So now let's jump into this red carpet event you got coming up in May. Right, May? We going I'm gonna be sharp, you know what I mean? so like, right, this red carpet event you got coming. So like, what is that to you?
Okay, so it's called the Remi TV Influencer Award Show, and it's through my nonprofit, Remi TV Nation. I started the nonprofit last year in order to do community outreach projects because I want to help people with cancer, homelessness, business development, job development, and just do everything that I'm passionate about other than TV. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big fact.
Because I also love to help people, and if I could put somebody on, I'm going to put somebody on. I mention people in rooms when they're not there. I do a lot of stuff. So I said, let's take it further. Let's do it big. And I started the award show. We're celebrating unsung heroes in the community that never get acknowledgement. I got tired of seeing the same community leaders winning awards. I said, they're all friends and it's politics. So I'm going to do it and see if those same people get nominated for my award show, because the people are going to choose and not me. And the people chose, and guess what? None of those people that was winning every single year was on that list.
Yes.
So it just goes to show you that they're all friends and it's politics.
It's all politics. Yeah, but you know. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. We vibing. We listening to you. Okay.
And I was going to say the ticket sales are going towards a job training program. So I'm going to be doing financial literacy, grant writing classes. Like, we're going to be doing so much to help our community get those certificates so they can make this money. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't have like a high school diploma. So I'm just working it out. We have Cassidy performing. He's going to be in the building. We have 2 more people that I don't want to say because it's big artists. So we just waiting to sign those contracts.
Okay.
And they'll be announcing it. But yeah, it's going to be the biggest.
Cass is going to be in the building, right?
Cassidy's going to be performing.
Right. Yep.
And this is the first award show of its kind. I had a bootleg shorty out here try to copy my whole situation, but there's only one Remi TV. And I'm outside.
Oh, you know hold on now, listen. Now that you say that, right, I ain't gonna get too much in the mix of the hairs and shit like that, but I heard on the live and shit, and I was like, look, somebody probably trying over there making about some shit.
Who's gonna check me? Who gonna check me? There's only one Remi TV, one Remi TV Influencers Award show. And that's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Red carpet, come through, come talk to the press.
Now
enjoy yourself. Have a good time. It's about charity.
And now the vibe that I've always gotten from watching you has always been like a sister vibe, like a big sister vibe, a cool sister vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I feel as if like, you know what I'm saying, like you do it for passion. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can copy somebody's passion out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whoever she is, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, you need to stop, right? You need to stop and find your own lane. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking nobody. I hope everybody comes up in their own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you have passion in something that you desire on doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people gravitate to it. And they want to see you make it for people who live their own passion. The people who don't want to see people make it is people who want to replace you and do what you're doing or try to fill your shoes, but they didn't have the motivation to even bring them that far anyways.
And you can't backdoor it. You can't backdoor it. You have to go through the lessons. You have to go through the steps like I did. You have to go through the heartbreak, the crying, the no's. Like, you have to go through all of that to build your character and everything, all the lessons. It's important. And also, God gave me that vision, right? I dreamt about this award show. He gave me the formula to do this award show. So you can't take somebody's formula and think that you're going to do it and it's going to be as successful. What's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. I'm rooting for Shorty. I'm rooting for whoever wants to follow their dreams, but please.
And they own shit. And they own shit, though.
Yeah, get your own stuff, but don't take from creators because it's such a slap in the face when we work hard to develop certain things. You know what I'm saying?
It truly is. You know what I mean? And me being in the field, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on both sides where I've seen people do it to other people and I've had people almost try to do it towards me in a way, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? But just like you, I got passion in what I do and nobody can imitate that. Nobody can knock that. And everybody I see at the top, guess what? They was meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? It was meant to be there, and it comes from all over. There's like-minded people, just like you, like a bunch of people in the field from all over, even in different countries. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the link up, because once you link with those people, it's all about connections from there on, and people working together and wanting to see somebody do something, lift up, because they know that Remi gonna do what Remi wanna do, and that's what Remi gonna do. You know what I mean? And she gonna do more. Like it's kind of like you said, you wanna do more than just TV. You wanna help out things that you feel inside. You know what I'm saying? And that can't be imitated.
And I move with integrity. I don't move crazy out here. I'm moving with integrity. I'm moving with an open heart. I'm moving with real woman empowerment. And that's that. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what, right? From the beginning of this interview, when you started about your background a little bit and being like from the streets and the gangs, that built you. That made you strong. And a lot of people don't understand the back end of what you had to go through to find out who you're gonna become. You know what I'm saying? And their story's not your story. You know what I'm saying? So they have to build on their own stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all people gotta do is I congratulate you because I watch you and I'm watching you and and like it makes me smile. I'm like, oh look, oh shit. Oh, and now I got you here and we're finding out more about Remi TV and everybody gonna find out a little bit more about Remi TV because it's passion. You know what I mean? And sharing your passion with people, it inspires people. You know what I'm saying? Like it inspires people to like wanna be like, yo, that's dope. Maybe I can do this on my own time and do this. Maybe I want to go get nails. You know what I mean? Maybe I want to go learn how to do nails or hair. You know, girls do the hair and nails and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's a bunch of different shit that people don't even expect that would like give people, you know what I mean, that step to do something better with their life. You know what I mean?
And I want to encourage people. I want to encourage young girls. If they are in a messed up environment, want to be able to email me or call me or some way to reach and contact me. I would love to do some mentorship and take people on and just get them in the right mind space. Because I think that if I would have had positive role models when I was younger, I think that all these things would have been prevented. But also, it wouldn't be my story, and then I wouldn't be here today to tell it and also help. To be helping people.
Big
but
facts.
I do, if I can prevent and help the next young woman, I would.
That's y'all better be listening because she opening doors and she wants to open doors for you guys. But always remember, you know what I mean? She could bring you to the water, but she can't make you drink it. So you got to be willing to put in that work. You know what I mean? No half-assing. You know what I mean? So like, what do you see for the future for yourself?
Well, I am right now negotiating with Paramount Films because we are probably going to be doing some movie premieres in Rhode Island because we don't have that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So instead of going to New York, instead of going to Cali, we could just do it here. We filmed Hocus Pocus in Rhode Island, but the movie premiere was in California. That didn't make sense to me. So I'm probably going to be doing that. Most likely, hopefully, my 10-year goal will be my 5-year goal. I'm planning on buying a television network so that we could air independent shows like yours, independent movies, music videos, and, you know, maybe we might have Baby Boy up there like BET or something.
Okay.
That's my plan. That's my plan. So we're getting ready for that. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, girl. That's what's up, girl. Listen, man, like I said, it's motivating to a lot of people. You know what I mean? I'm glad. I'm more than honored to interview you. Big sis. You know what I mean? Remi TV. You know what I mean? Like I can't wait to see further things that you do. You know what I mean? And I wanna leave it with almost leave it with this. What would you tell anybody out there to like kind of like stay focused against like the haters? Because you got people out there who like get real life mixed up with their dreams, and it weighs on them. Bills, children, family, deaths, like that kind of like shakes somebody's boat to where they can get into a bad depression, and not even like depression where they're not working or making money, but they're not following their dreams. You know what I mean? Because I always define it as there's people who are still dreamers, even as adults, and then there's those adults who's like, nah, there's no way somebody can do that at your age, or no way somebody can do that because they don't have a dream no more. You know what I'm saying? So what would you tell them?
I would say you got to stay prayed up because that's the devil, right? The devil's going to try to discourage you from not reaching your goal and not being in your purpose so that you could reincarnate and come and do this again. No. Keep going. If you have to cry it out and try again tomorrow, but do not quit. You cannot quit. I'm telling you. I would say, what else would I say to them? Because I'm trying to figure out what was some of the things I did. If it's financial problems that you're going through, I used to take 5 envelopes and write, this is my bill money, this is my Remi TV money, this is my sneaker money, this is my hair money, and I will put that away. If I had $100 check, I'm still splitting that $100 check between all of those things. I didn't care. I made a way because you have to invest in yourself. If you have a partner and you're in a relationship and they don't support you and they want you to stay home and not do anything, leave that person. You need to follow your dreams, okay?
You said run out the door and don't turn back. Don't even look back.
Run and cut unnecessary people off. If it's your friend that's telling you, You're too old to do that. Don't listen to them. That's the devil. It don't matter
That's
how
the
old you are,
devil.
okay? We got 2 Chainz out here doing this thing, all right? We got Jay-Z still out here doing this thing. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't
You
matter.
could be 70 years old and do interviews. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
big facts,
Like,
big facts. You got actors that are just coming out at 70 years old
that's what
right
I'm
now.
saying. If you're talented, you're talented.
You're talented.
And God is going to open them doors for the person that works hard. And you cannot cut corners and you can't cut people's throats because karma is a motherfucker.
That's a big fact. You know, my auntie she told me one time, she said, you take the first step and God will take the next 10 steps for you. But you got to take that first step in that direction to bettering yourself and your situation. So why don't we go over the 18th again, right? And let everybody know again the 18th. And then drop where everybody could contact you at and find you at for bookings, showcase the works, whatever it is, interviews, like you say, like she said, you know what I mean? Sisters out there, you going through something, you know what I mean? Email her. We're going to have all that pop up. So why don't you let everybody know the information again?
Yeah, so you can follow me on my Instagram page. It's Remi TV Official, Remi with an I. You can reach me at Remi TV Press at gmail.com. That's where you can reach me for bookings, for television interviews. Also, too, if you want to do media at the award show, May 18th at the Providence Performing Arts Center, you can reach me at that same exact email. Somebody will contact you, either me or somebody from my team. So, yeah. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. And listen, I'm glad we got you because we know you running around, you doing your thing. We see you, we know it's work, it's hard work. You know what I mean? You doing the back end, you doing the front end. You know what I mean? Listen, big sis, Remi TV in the building. Listen, she put everybody on, she doing what she gotta do. Follow in her footsteps, but don't copy her. All right? And we know who I'm talking about.
Wait. But if you copy me, just give me the credit. Just say
yep,
I
just give
inspired
it.
you.
Yep,
It's okay
that's
to
a
say
fact.
that I inspired you.
That's a fact. But just don't be trying to throw no red carpets advance and try and stop. But
I'm not saying that you're inspired. Yes.
yeah, you know what I mean? We know everybody watching Remi, all right? Because she working. And hard work come a long way, and she's come a long way. All right, so we big her up. We glad that she stopped by here. Charge of Top 10. Remi TV in the building. Shutting it down. Full interview on Roku. Let's do this. Bow, you already know what it is. Your boy ys, your Spazz. That's right. We in the building. Remi TV here. Shutting it down. We reminding you guys to pull up May 18th. Rhode Island.
Providence Performing Arts Center, Providence, Rhode Island. Grab your tickets. We got Cassidy in the building. We got a red carpet event happening. It's for charity. Come get your tickets and come have a good time.
I better pull up. It's going to be crazy. You better dress sharp, all right? She put the memo, dress sharp, all right? Because it's going to be a good time. We're going to be vibing out. We're going to be Remi TV'd out and charged up. Listen, show up, pull up, dress fly, dress fresh. Remi TV in the building. May 18th. Let's go, Providence, Rhode Island.